Visual novels are amazing. To prove that, I went through a whole rabbit hole and what I found completely changed how I viewed the medium itself. And whether you like visual novels, hate them, or have never heard of them, what I'm going to tell you now is going to change your whole thinking of them. And no, I'm not some degenerate that plays cookie clicker with some hot guys and girls slapped in. If you said that, you'd be dead wrong. Well, actually, you probably have a point. If you've never played visual novels before, you might look at these seemingly long and endless clickers and wonder why people even enjoy these and play them. Because the people playing these are very open about how much they like it. And I personally too think that visual novels give a better watch experience than watching an anime or a movie because of a few main reasons. A visual novel does not have the time restrictions as does manga or anime. They are really fucking long. Because in most visual novels, you get in-depth knowledge of all the characters and their story so far in life, as well as the story and lore of the world you are playing in. You will get into the first 5 or 6 hours of the story and suddenly find yourself bawling your eyes out on a true ending of a novel you spent 200 hours playing. But to an anime, this is not really possible. And while having shorter stories with less fluff seems better, when a story is designed to have a longer duration and character exchanges, trust me on this one, the conclusions or the hype scenes hit so much harder when you have the full picture. And that is one of the literal secrets of why visual novels are so good. Because once you get even sort of invested in the story, there is just no way you don't finish the whole thing, even if it takes you the rest of your life. Because there are just so many ways to play a visual novel. And a visual novel that does the player choice aspect amazingly is Fate Stay Night. Yes, like the anime, it came from a visual novel. While playing Fate, you are having an amazing playthrough most of the time, and you just randomly click on one of the choices and it turns out to lead to a bad end where a lolly uses a magic which makes the main character not die till his head is destroyed, and she cuts his body into pieces and takes his head to become her plaything. Yeah, everyone be cool in primary school till you pull out a fucking human head as your toy. One of the most underappreciated things about any medium, anime, movies, shows, and especially visual novels, is their sound design. You cannot just immerse yourself into a story if the background music is on and on from like 2010. And what most visual novels do really amazing is the fact that the music and sound they have completely immerse you into the story presented. However, despite everything that I've ever said, when you go and talk to most people about visual novels for the first time, their first thought dating sim. That guy's a meaningless degenerate loser. And while dating visual novels are out there, so much so that they even initiated a parody visual novel like Doki Doki Literature Club, which was most people's, including mine, first taste of the genre. Looking at dating sims and comparing them with visual novels, however, are not the same thing. But the real question is, where did all this notoriety come from? Why does everyone not think of amazing novels like Katawa Shojou or Steins Gate when we talk about visual novels? Why do they think of dating sims and degenerate games instead? For that answer, we need to know the roots of visual novels and about the app which changed visual novels forever. Going way back to 1982, when the first traces of a proper visual novel came around, there was one called Lolita Yakuyen, which was in essence strip rock paper scissors with a pubescent girl. But this game actually got a worrying amount of people who liked the concept. And so during the 1980s and 90s, the idea of visual novel was expanded on from choice-based clickers into story-heavy games and tried upon by multiple developers. This was the reality of visual novels until around the 2000s, when visual novels with pixel art started to gain popularity. And from then, visual novels started to gain quite a market share, especially in Japan. And as the medium gained more and more popularity, a company named Fate Project or Type Moon released Fate Stay Night in the prehistoric era of 2004. Fate Stay Night brought more players into the genre, and many companies hopped into the trend of visual novels. And this game shaped the modern visual novel market as we know it. And with the popularity of visual novels, came upon a program that completely altered the landscape of making visual novels. A program that brought on the most popular visual novels like Doki Doki and Katawa Shojou. The program was named Ren'Py, and the best part about it was that it was completely free and easy to learn, which was amazing. It meant that projects of passion like Katawa Shojou could be possible, but it also meant that anyone could make a visual novel. And hence came onto us the era of exceedingly horrible garbage. And this is what gives visual novels the reputation it has. Because what the mainstream media sees is that good visual novels like Doki Doki are few among many exceedingly horrible novels, while visual novels like Nikopara and dating simulators make it onto the front page of the internet because they are funny, easy to get into, and it's more convenient to have a rant about them. The good visual novels, however, never make it onto the front pages just because nobody gives them the attention they deserve. And while the matter of fact is, you can't speak of visual novels without speaking of whatever the hell this is, you can't mix up good eroge visual novels with horrendous attempts at making a story. Because visual novels to me are mediums filled with passionate creators putting everything they have onto making a story that resonates with people and sticks with them for life. And I'm sure that if you give them a try, they will become one of the things you feel happy about giving that time to and enjoy it for the rest of your life.